Here at Namasté, we feel some kind of way, something about. We say we love, we really love. See you, we care. Please be yourself while you're here. That's exactly what keeps me coming back. Namasté, we feel some kind of way, something about. We say we love, we really love. See you, we care. Please be yourself while you're here. That's exactly what keeps me coming back. Here at Namasté, we feel some kind of way, something about. We say we love, we really love. We see you, we care. Please be yourself while you're here. That's exactly what. That's exactly what. That's exactly what keeps me coming back. Come on, bring it on!
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's give it up for the music team. God, I love them. Welcome, everybody. My name's Ray Bradford, and I'm an awesome, blessed member of the Namasté Seal Beach Center for Spiritual Living. So welcome, everybody. So welcome, everybody. If this is your 10th, 100th, 25th time here, welcome back. We love having you here, physically and virtually, streaming. If this is your first time, whatever brought you here, whatever journey brought you here, you are welcome. This is a safe harbor, a safe place. In fact, we are different because you are here. And this is actually, as you know, a very special Sunday. A very special Sunday, especially in the journey of Namasté. Over 20 years ago, what was birthed in the living room of our founding minister, Reverend Dr. Kristen, led to some great things. I'm not even sure they knew what they were birthing, but it was something wonderful that was being created and continued to be created. The first services were held at the World Trade Center in Long Beach in downtown, then moved into the Courtyard by Marriott downtown. Then it switched over to, because they loved the smell of popcorn, to the AMC Marina Pacific. I'll tell you, if anybody was there, that was where we started, Terry and I, and by the time service was over, the smell of popcorn was just wafting through into service. And then we moved to the east side of Long Beach to Hill Middle School. And then we went back downtown to our building, many of you may remember, on 5th Street. And then after that, our journey brought us here to this wonderfully expansive, diverse, and inclusive Christ Lutheran Church. As you know, this is our last service here at Christ Lutheran Church, and next week we begin the next journey of this beautiful adventure, now called Centers for Spiritual Living, Namasté, and Seal Beach. Name to be determined and stuff. But what is not going to be determined is who we are right now. It is a wonderful journey. Stepping into new spaces can sometimes be a sense of nervous energy, stepping into the unknown, reaching into the past for examples. But it is a wonderful thing. I know that this is our next step for both communities. And why? Because we've always been a radically welcoming and loving community. We believe that all paths lead to love through our teachings, through each other, through family, friends, and connection. We are perfect, whole, and complete individuals, and there is such power in that. Not that we are reaching outside of ourselves, but that we have that already inside of us is amazing, and it's a wonderful knowledge to hold on to and move us through our lives, not only as individuals, but now as our unified community. But we know that sometimes in life, either through external forces or internal challenges, sometimes we may step off center of that knowledge, and we need a little help, either through a pat on the back, a hug, or a prayer. And that's why our CSL licensed practitioners here and in Seal Beach are there to pray for you. And so if you walked through the doors here today, you may have seen prayer cards, prayer request cards back there. If anybody would like one at this point, just wherever you're sitting, raise your hand, and an usher or a practitioner will bring a prayer request there. And also, I'll get back to how you fill it out. For those of you who are online, it's very simple. And for those of you here, for the rest of the week when you're not in this room, go to our website, namastecsl.org, and in the drop-down menu further to the right, request a prayer, click on that, and it'll give you all the information. And so whether it's on our website or here on a piece of paper, you can write whether you need a prayer for whatever reason, for yourself or for somebody else. If you need our practitioners to hold you and hold you in their consciousness in your request when they do their weekly prayers, write whatever prayer request you would like there. It is all confidential. You can put your first name if that's all you want to put, or you can fill out as much as you want. What I do is I put my first name, they know my last name, but I put my email address and I check a little box that acknowledges that I would like the practitioners to email me a copy of their prayer. And I like that because then when I get it, I have that prayer and then I can meditate on it. And just the power that I'm praying on something that was already prayed on together moving forward is just an amazing, I get goosebumps just thinking about that. That is the power of affirmative prayer. And so whether it's your first time, 100th time, last time here in this space, next week begins new adventures over in Seal Beach. I am so excited. So right now I want to turn it over to this amazing musical team led by our musical director, Lena.
Thank you, Ray. You know, no matter where we're at, we always know how to come together, don't we? All right, if you'd like to stand and join, please do so. Keep that going. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Here we go. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Woo. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves me and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Oh, lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Tell them how, Dan.
Every walk of life, every breed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together. Woo! Take a look at the person next to you. Say, Namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary. Ah, lift your voice and repeat after Des.
We come together.
We come together.
it's a really good thing that this podium comes equipped with Kleenex. Because I'm already getting emotional. I was at the service this morning at Seal Beach, and, I was all emotional there too. Like, this is just kind of a big deal. So, you can, if you're feeling emotional, I'm the representation of it's okay. So, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm Valerie. I'm blessed to be a practitioner here at Namasté, and we're at the part of our service where we invite our practitioner that's the holder of the light, Jesse, to come up and bring our candle, bring our light. And as he brings the light, the invitation for each of us is just to recognize the light in ourselves, recognize the light in this beautiful sanctuary. Yeah, this beautiful sanctuary that I've loved so much, so pretty. So Jesse's gonna light our candle.
This little light of mine. Let's sing it for Valerie. I'm gonna let it shine, yes. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, yes you are. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, you let it shine.
And let us read our affirmation together. There is only one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. And I just always love reading this one twice, so let's do it one more time. Let's savor the moment. There is only one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. And let us pray. And so we arrive here at this moment, and we just invoke the I am that I am, just including all of the feelings and the emotions and the love and the gratitude of this moment. This ending and new beginning. There is only one. There is only one. There is only one. One life, one power, one infinite intelligence. It is this beautiful and glorious service. It sings through our music team. It speaks through Reverend Bobby. It is love through each member here as we do our sacred ritual today of embracing and feeling and loving and letting go and grieving and joyful gratitude for what is to come. So we just lean into the love, to the ending, to the beginning, to the one life, to the one power, to the one infinite intelligence. We just let all of this love that we are as the beloved community wash over us. We just feel every last ounce of that vibration of energy and infinite possibility. So we just know that this service is a celebration beyond any of our wildest imagination, that we sing with joy and we open our hearts and we receive and let the love that we are express itself with richness and beauty and grace. And for this and so much more, I'm just truly grateful. Just opening up our service, saying, and so it is, and so I let it be. Amen. And now I'd like to invite up Debbie Ann, who's a member of our board, and she's gonna take us through what's happening and some other yummy rituals.
Thank you, Valerie. First thing, the most important thing I'm going to do today is we have a VIP in the building who happens to be celebrating her birthday. So what we're going to do is all of us are going to sing a happy birthday to Reverend Veronica. Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Come on, Des.
We love you in a special way. We love you in a special way.
Special way.
We love you. Oh, we love you. And we wish you a very special day.
Last time, happy birthday and
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yes. Happy,
more
happy,
time.
happy, happy birthday, Veronica.
Happy birthday to you.
Awesome, awesome. I'm now going to invite everyone to stand up and say hello to each other. When the music stops, go back to your seats.
Woo!
Yay. All righty. Okay, take your seats. Wonderful. We've got a full house this afternoon. I'm going to ask everybody to put your attention up here on the screen, and we are going to read together our collaboration vision statement. Through mindful and respectful exploration, we are creating a healthier foundation that supports and engages a whole beloved community, equipped to launch new strategies for a thriving spiritual center. Absolutely. How do we do this? How do we do anything in life? We awaken to a new truth in our lives. We realize how that truth has played out in our lives. We take our new knowledge and transform our lives. We repeat this process in our lives in new ways. And our power statement, or statements, we are a place of connection, healing, and unity. We are Namasté, and this stuff works. Yes, it does. I'm going to invite Reverend Veronica up one more time here to speak about a special talk.
Hello, hello. I am so excited. On July 9th, we are going to have a special guest co-hosting with me, Larissa Stowe. For those of you who may be familiar with her, I know she's been a guest at Seal Beach in the past, but she is my spiritual mentor. And so she as well is building a loving community. She's calling it the Weevolution, where we are lead with love. And so we are going to talk about how can we be the love in the beloved community. She's a powerhouse as not only as a human being, but as a musician. Her band, Larissa Stowe and the Shakti Tribe, have many, many beautiful, conscious songs that awaken the love and the guru within us. So please join us on July 9th. You'll be so excited to hear what she has to share. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend Veronica. Our next announcement, Time to Talk with Eileen C. Davis. This is going to be held at Seal Beach. It's the fourth Mondays at 2 p.m. And that's coming up on this Monday, the 26th, so that's tomorrow. So come and talk about the changes happening in our beloved community. Saturday Morning Book Club. This is the fourth Saturday each month at 11 a.m. on Zoom, and currently they are reading Breathing Underwater by Richard Rohr. And, oh, look at this. We are in the thick of our last service, but guess what? Next week, we're all going to be together at the Seal Beach location. So beginning next Sunday, July 2nd, 11 a.m. So that's the new time for Sunday service, and that's 500 Marina Drive in Seal Beach. We will see you there. And directly after service, we're going to have our first annual community grill and chill. So it's going to be right in the parking lot. It's after service. There's going to be burgers and dogs, hot dogs. And we're going to, yeah. It's good to make that delineation there. Bring a side dish and your lawn chair and have some fun with us. We're going to grill and chill together. Visioning for our beloved community. This is coming up Wednesday, July 5th at 7 p.m. with our very own Reverend Veronica on Zoom. Let us bring forward the highest expression of our new center through the powerful practice of visioning. And join us to do that, because if you've never done visioning, it's very powerful. And then every weekday mornings at 7 a.m., there is Come and Be Supported by our practitioners. And that's practitioners now from both Seal Beach and Namasté. Get to see some new faces. And 7 a.m. you can join on Zoom, or you can just call in, and it's for prayer, support, and connection. So join us in that, please. And some thank yous. I want to start by thanking Jesse Keeler, who gave an amazing talk last week. I'd also to acknowledge and give a big thank you to Susan Kallick for her contribution as board president. Big thank you to Susan. And as a member of the board, I can just tell you it was an absolute pleasure to work with Susan. And she really devoted at least, well, 3.5 years, almost 4 years, to the care and love of our community. So thank you, Susan. And as well, a very big thank you to Christ Lutheran Church. Yes. Yeah, for you know, this was a really safe place to land for our community in the middle of a pandemic, and they opened their sacred space with us, and we are just so appreciative and in gratitude for this beautiful space, and that we've got to share it with them. So a big thank you to them. And I'm now going to turn it over to our music team.
Thank you, Debbie. And I'd like to invite Eileen, I'm supposed to say Eileen C. Davis, to come up over here. When I forget we are one, and I regret things that I've done, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. When things go wrong and my way is dark, and when I lose my song and life breaks my heart, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. I feel it washing over me. Oh, God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. In this moment, I am free. Oh, yes, I am. I thank God I am free.
Much for that beautiful song. Let's all take a deep breath and let it all out. So Valerie and I are going to lead you. Valerie and our team are going to lead all of us today in ritual and ceremony to celebrate not only this beautiful sacred building, celebrate our journey. We're going to be doing a medicine wheel sacred circle ceremony. We'll be doing a water ceremony and a planting ceremony. So we have lots to celebrate today. And so we just invite you to join us in, we forgot our shawls.
Okay,
Let's get our shawls.
She's going to adorn us, and while you're doing that, I'm just going to set the tone for us.
We're going to begin what's called a 7 directions ceremony, and it's going to honor the building, the edifice that has held us not only physically, but in consciousness. And the colors just represent the different directions of the medicine wheel. So if you are able, we're asking you to please stand, and then those participating, the 4 directions, please go to your spot, and Valerie will start us off in the east.
So I just invite you to face this direction of the east with me. I honor the energy of the east, the place of new beginnings, the place of the morning sun that illuminates the darkness. I welcome this day as an opportunity to shine like the sun with inspiration and joy.
We'll turn to the south, to the right. Facing the south, I call in the blessings of the south, where all seeds of possibility are sown. I place all my ideas, my plans, and my dreams to be fertilized by my faith and my strength. I open myself to express the fire within me to allow the desires of my heart to manifest.
Please face west. This is the place of the setting sun, where completion and endings are released to the sacred waters of the oceans, knowing that all is in perfect order. I am cleansed and purified and open to all feelings of peace.
Please turn to the north. As I turn to the north, the place of great wisdom, great mystery, I stand in awe of the life and journey I have accomplished until now. I rest in the knowing that I am completely guided, protected, and provided, and all the answers that I seek in my journey are here for me always.
If you would face the east, which is the direction that Valerie is faced. If you could look up, if you are able. I thank Father Sky, the sun, the rain, and the stars that bring forth such vibrant life. This is the place that the Great Spirit resides. This is the direction I face to know my greatest yet to be, always reaching to be more my true self. While you're facing east, if you would look down to Mother Earth. I place my hand, my feet, upon Mother Earth in such deep honor and respect, for I know that it is the origin from which all things come up from. The roots, the nutrients, and the soil. I give thanks for the strong foundation of love and life upon which I stand. If you would place your hands on your heart. Here is the sacred place I call home. This is the place where it all comes together, and I understand oneness with all of life. I am one with the fertile ideas in my mind that open me to the divine mystery that life has in store for me. It is here that I know my true center and celebrate and give thanks for all of life. Please be seated.
going to do just a brief guided meditation and contemplation. And you should have gotten a piece of paper and pen when you came in. If you didn't, raise your hand and our wonderful welcome team will get you some. And we're going to use this paper just to connect with what we're feeling and and this will be used in our water ceremony. So I just invite you, if you're comfortable, to just close your eyes. And just take an exhale as we just reset our nervous system and open up to the next stage of our ritual. Just contemplating the question, how am I feeling about leaving? How am I feeling about leaving? And when a feeling arises, or whatever thought arises, you can take out your paper and your pen and write that down on your paper. How am I feeling? Just take a few moments to be with that question. And now, I invite you to choose a feeling to move into after today that allows for the mystery. What might that feeling be that allows for the mystery, for the unknown, for the possibility of something new that you maybe don't even know about? Let that feeling of allowing for the mystery emerge. What is that feeling that you're bringing forward with you into our new, unified, beloved community? When you have that feeling, just write it down on your paper. Feel free to use this paper for whatever's coming forth for you. A word, a thought, an idea, an intention. And then as we move through our contemplation time, what is your gratitude to this space for hosting Namasté for the past 2.5 years? What are your feelings of gratitude? What have you thoroughly enjoyed about being here? Write that down. Write your words of gratitude down on your paper.
We're now going to move into the water ceremony, which is an opportunity to release and let go of that which we just have acknowledged. So those feelings that we've acknowledged, the gratitude that we've acknowledged that's going on within us, we have an opportunity to release and let go, to create a new space. And so how we'd like this to happen is we're going to ask row by row, and Terry and Chris are going to start at the back of the sanctuary and guide each row to walk up, and you'll have 2 lines, and 2 by 2. You just take a moment and pause, and then release your paper and place it into the water. And then as Valerie explained earlier, the daisy, you'll each receive a daisy. And then you'll process right back to your seat on the outside of the pews. So you'll come up 2 by 2 to the center, and then you'll process to the outside back to your seats. Okay? All right.
And after placing your papers in the water, as Rev Veronica mentioned, you'll each receive a daisy. And daisies represent purity and innocence, gratitude and appreciation, beauty and simplicity, hope and new beginnings. They symbolize a fresh start, a clean slate, the purity of intentions as we embark on this new chapter with Seal Beach Center for Spiritual Living. It's a reminder to approach this transition with a pure heart and open mind. The daisy is a symbol of our gratitude for your presence and contribution to our community and the energy you have brought to our precious sanctuary at Christ Lutheran. Daisies are known for their simplicity and understated beauty. In the midst of change, the daisy reminds us to appreciate the simple joys and find beauty in the present moment. Daisies are resilient flowers that bloom year after year. They symbolize hope and new beginnings, reminding us that even in times of transition, there is an opportunity for growth and renewal.
I release, I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God.
No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Sing with us. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Sing it out. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith Yes, I'm only here for God. Let's go. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Sing it again, yeah. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Sing it, church, yeah. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, yeah. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Sometimes it takes a minute to get your desk ready. I want to thank you all for coming here today. It's a special time, isn't it? For Namasté, for Seal Beach. God's got this. Because that's why we're here. We're having this experience because we're having this experience. So, what do you see? So, most of the time when we see something like this, what's the first thing we see? The bird. Focusing on the bird is like paying attention to what's most obvious. It's usually how we look at life, right? Something happens, I focus on that. But there's something bigger going on, isn't there? You see, because we see life from whatever our mind is thinking, our sensations, our emotions, but the larger context is the sky. The bird is flying in the sky. The sky is the context. The sky is the bigger experience. We're all in it. We're all in it together. What we pay attention to about ourselves and about life, that determines our experience. Whatever I'm paying attention to. That's the good news, and sometimes disappointing, isn't it? Moses, one of my favorite stories, which I do love to tell stories from the Bible. I grew up with the Bible, the Old and New Testament. I also grew up with a few more books, being Mormon. And I actually found a lot of comfort in them a lot of times. I was a pretty spiritual kid. And so I remember when I was 13 or 14, there was a challenge to read the Bible from cover to cover. So what kid spends a summer reading the entire Bible? I should have known something was going on in me right then and there. But I was determined, and I did. And in high school, I would go to seminary every morning before school. I would get up and I would be at the church by 6:30, and I would finish by 7:40, and then I would head off to school from my freshman year to my senior year. So I became a student almost immediately. It became something very interesting, and I found a lot of comfort in my spirituality. That is who I am. And my parents cannot explain that. They just say, "We think you were adopted." Except I look like them. There's a story of Moses and the burning bush. Moses goes up to the mountaintop and he starts to pray, and this bush catches on fire. And God speaks to him, of course, and says, "Take your shoes off, for you're standing on sacred ground." Now, the point of the matter is, at least metaphysically, sacred ground is everywhere. And it was an invitation to recognize that we are part of that sacred ground. Where I'm standing is sacred ground. Where your feet are is sacred ground. You are sacred, therefore the ground is sacred. And when we remember that, we remember the sky, not just the bird. So as Moses is watching this burning bush, I always wondered, was it really a burning bush? You know, what was it that Moses saw? Because, of course, all these stories were written long after they'd happened. They were oral traditions that were passed on before they were written down. But the part of this oral tradition that was really, really significant is the Hebrew Aheya, Asher, Aheya. For those of you that speak Hebrew, I'm sorry. The meaning in Hebrew is, I am becoming as I am becoming. Many people have interpreted it to say, I am that I am. But it means I am becoming as I am becoming, which means as God becomes, so do we, and vice versa. There is no separation. There is no distinction that God evolves and we evolve. Evolution is the spiritual principle. Things must change. They must change to thrive. Even on a base level, they must change to survive. It has to be that way. We cannot stay in the same place. One, you will wear the carpet out after time. But to know that I am becoming as I am becoming is, and I think it was Valerie that turned me on to the I am phrase in a deeper way, and I have it in my office, and I see it every morning when I meditate. Be still and know that I am. What if it was be still and know that I am becoming? That I'm forever changing. Yes, there's a part of me within me that is not affected by the world. But I wonder, that part of me that's unaffected by the world is also evolving. So it must be affected by something. We must continually be evolving so that we can move and become more about what we came here to be. I came here to be something extraordinary. I've known that my entire life. I just didn't believe what it was. And so as life continues to unfold, the I am becoming continues to unfold. The more I recognize that I'm part of that sky, that I am much bigger than what I think, which means Rev Veronica on her birthday is huge. That the phrase, Rachel, do you speak Hebrew? Not really, so I got by, didn't I? Do you speak Hebrew? I wanted her to say that. Come here and say that again. No, it's okay. Go ahead and say it. Just say it in Hebrew.
A hay, a share, a hay.
Thank you. So remember this, that the more we learn on our spiritual path, the more we learn. The more we allow ourselves to release. How much of what we know is purely because someone said it was? A lot. The beautiful part is I could read 3 books on the same topic, and they're all different, and they're all different opinions. There is nothing out there that is absolute. Truth is not absolute. It evolves, it moves, it shifts. And the reason it does is because I come to understand more and more about my place in the universe. We picked for these 2 amazing communities that move into one next week. Can I get a woohoo? Wow, that was good. We picked 4 values. Somebody want to tell me the first one? Hold on. Don't just shout it out because I want everyone to hear it.
Extraordinary respect.
Second one.
Compassion.
Compassion. Who wants to tell me a third one?
Accountability.
Thank you. And the last one?
Is safety.
There it is. As we move forward, you will hear these over and over and over again. Why? What's that? Because they work. Also, because I need to know what they mean. You think one thing, I think another. We will over time come to an agreement as a community as to what they mean. How do I treat you with extraordinary respect? How do I bring compassion into the experience? What does safety mean as a community in the world today? And what does it mean to be accountable? Just like the 4 agreements when we had the class, and how many of us thought that being impeccable with our word meant one thing, and now, oh my goodness, it just doesn't mean being honest or maintaining a commitment. It means not to speak ill of myself or another. That to not take things personally meant that anything you do has nothing to do with me. It's your journey. Can I do that? Can I carry that idea? To not make assumptions, to ask questions, to never just assume that that's what someone meant. Can I have that extraordinary respect to ask you, what did you mean by that? And be willing to hear it. Safety, to know what it means to be able to walk in the doors and know that this is a safe place. Difference between being uncomfortable. Guaranteed you will be uncomfortable. That's part of the journey. But safe, what does it mean? And we'll explore that. And to be accountable for my choices and knowing that I co-create my life. And that collectively, we co-create this community. We came together by divine appointment. There is no doubt There is absolutely no doubt, is there? What we have to, my invitation to you, is to release certainty. Yep. To be certain is to practice idolatry, because we worship a form when we're certain. To be certain excludes the infinite, the possibility, the potentiality, all that can be. I must let go of certainty. As we move into next week, we must let go of thinking it has to be my perfectionist self inside. We must let go of perfection. We must let go of how we think things should be and allow them to be great. And allow each other to be great. And allow each other to experience the joy of coming into community and looking at another and seeing myself, the face of God. Spirit is revealed as who we are now. Right now. We are opening to an evolution of spiritual community. And can I just tell you, we're going to trip and fall and just make just ridiculous mistakes. But someone in the room is going to go, oh no, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Someone in the room is going to remind Reverend Bobby that, no, that's okay. That's the way it should be. Or Marjorie, or anyone else on this experience, our board of trustees for Namasté, our leadership team for Seal Beach. We're going to pick a name that some people aren't going to like. Guaranteed. I've never been part of that where it just didn't upset somebody. But guaranteed, if we surrender to the possible, that what we will find is God in all of it. So in this space where Namasté found sanctuary, in a time that was very uncertain and troubling, we released relationships. We released the way we used to do things. We released a host of things. And we found ourselves in a place that we could, are you ready to exhale with me? Exhale. We're about to do it again. We're about to go next Sunday, and we're going to have a collective Seal Beach and Namasté. Are you ready? What a joy. Excited for the potential. Now, I'm not going to say much more except this. Really, I want you to look around this room, and I want you to say thank you to the walls. Thank you to the pews. I love them. Thank you to this floor that has held us up. Thank you to the doors back there that we entered into. 2 sets, mind you. Thank you to this music team who continues to amaze us. Thank you to Matthew that makes me look good on camera. Thank you to this beautiful ceiling and the roof that one time blew off in a microburst a few years ago. To the lights that come on. To the air conditioner that freezes me out every Sunday. To the TV that we have in the summertime because we can't see that. To the altar that we make our own. To the welcome team that brought us love as we walked in the door. To our practitioners that prayed for us. To our board president, Susan, who led us. To the board members that served. Tori, Debbie Ann, Lori. To Reverend Veronica for saying yes to Namasté. To our past board members that are here, Chris and Ray. Anybody else here I'm missing? To Reverend Bobby. Love the stained glass. Love that we came in here and we did what we came here to be and do. Now, I invite you to look around the room and love every person in this room that has been part of this today. Look around, keep looking around. I invite you to do that and say thank you. Thank you, and I love you. So let me just close this in prayer. Thank you. Knowing that God is all there is, that there is nothing that isn't part of this divine, magnificent energy that is infinite in both its power, capacity, its reach. It is the joy and the love and the abundance that we've experienced, whether we saw it or not, that led us through the wilderness, that brought us here to be, that allowed us to make it through a global pandemic, that allowed us to companion those who left us during this time, that allowed us and ushered us into saying yes to what is next, that brought us hope, that made us kind, that invited love in, because love lives here within me and with each person in this room. So in gratitude, look around, knowing that our prayers have been answered, and we move forward. Our prayer was answered again. It will not be the last time, because every prayer is answered. I accept that for myself and for every person in this room, knowing absolutely God's got this. So I release it. And so it is. Thank you.
Reverend Bobby, a year ago, I responded to your Indeed ad. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever expect to be up here with you, Des, Lorenzo, Matt, the entire community, who has graciously accepted me, welcomed me, and made me feel like this was a home. I am grateful, and all of that was made possible because of you. Because of God. You are a wonderful boss, a great mentor, and an exceptional spiritual leader. From all of us to the greatest showwoman we know. I saw the sun begin to dim, felt that winter wind blow cold. One learns who is there for them when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from then, rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, it's more I've gained, 'cause it led me back
to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight, let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. I drank champagne with kings and queens. Politicians praised my name. Oh, but those are someone else's dreams, the pitfalls of the one I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers, the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on, home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. Home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, sing it. From now on, from now on, home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. Sing it again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, from now on, home again.
Okay, I'm surprised again. Home again. Here we go, folks. We're going home. Here. So as you give today, let us speak this. Thank you. Let us speak this together. The last time here, but never the last time home. We are always home. Wow, what a gift. So sweet. Speak this with me. Today, I allow the divine radiance within me to shine forth. I open my heart, and the light of spirit pours into my surroundings, blesses me. We affirm this is true, and so it is. So grateful. So grateful. So we still have a little bit of the ritual that's going to happen in a moment, but before, let us rise and say our benediction. I love this part. Why do I love this part? Because it's so intentional. That's why. Not just because I love doing what I do up here. Wow, is something happening right now? Yes. What is it?
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
What is it? I've been gone a couple weeks. What is it?
It is this thing called life.
Where is it? And? What are you going to do with it? Hold on. Any old way? No? Really? No? Just the way I like it? How? I invite you to look around the room to give that thanksgiving for this sanctuary and for all in it. To let the love, gratitude, compassion that is us to be released and dissolved in the universe for all that have ever walked in the doors of this community, that will walk in the doors of home next week. So as we allow that gratitude to rise, feel it moving up through our bodies. We must feel it in our bodies, or it's not real. This is the vehicle. So as we allow it to rise up, on the count of 3, are you ready? No, are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
When the walls come tumbling down. I choose joy. I choose joy.
Sing it, Des.
When the world stops spinning around, I choose joy. Woo! When my heart is too hard to move, and when it seems like the music, it's lost its groove. When I have way too much to prove, yeah, I just keep on choosing. Every single time over and over again, I keep choosing. Doesn't matter how it comes, no matter what it looks like, I keep choosing joy.
When the walls come tumbling down, I choose joy. What do I choose?
I choose joy.
That's right. When the world stops spinning around, I choose joy.
I choose joy.
Oh, yeah. When my heart is hard to move, when my music's lost the groove, when I have too much to prove, I choose joy. What do you choose? That's right. Sing it now. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Sing it again. Oh, joy, 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 joy.
I do. What do you choose?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to choose. Give me a moment to tell you what I'm going to choose, because here's what we're going to do to make that choice. Hold on. This is where we're going to start to process out in an organized fashion while the music team jumps into joy like they've never jumped. So, to complete today, please don't run over one another. You're going to proceed out that side door. Valerie and Veronica will help you out, and your ushers will take you out by aisle. Are you, and the rest of you who are still in here, you must sing all the way out there. Are you ready?
Joy.
Now tell me.
Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Sing it again. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Oh, yes, I do. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Sing it again. Oh, joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. One more time, yeah. Joy, 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 joy.
I choose
I wasn't clear. I wasn't clear. Can you do it again?
Yes. That song is so stolen.